Boo. Hi, gamers. Okay. Let me turn on PlayStation. I was about to play on Seamless, but it's pretty fucking dead after the new update. It seems like, for whatever reason, casuals have a hard time updating the game. And honestly, after modifications related to the save file, I don't think that it does even make sense for me to really play. Outside of PlayStation, because it is so active right now, yeah? Pretty slow PS also? Fuck no, dude. It's, well, not with the settings. What does the new update have so far? It's quite interesting. So, Yui added to Seamless, to the linchpin, which is the item that you used to invade with. Yui added you, or more like made it so that you never stop searching for the invasion. So you just click the linchpin once and it continuously search for the invasion. Which is nice because before you had to click over and over, but I don't have feeling like it really positively affected the invading experience per se on its own. Yo, but yeah. Anyway, hi you all. Hi, I see we got PvP Pro, Ken, STGA, welcome, Bomba, hi, Ad, welcome, Baldwin, Paxi, Elden Bonk, hello gamer, Mohammed, hi, Gok, welcome, Blue, hi, Ragey, hi. We're gonna, stream gonna be rather short. I wanted to stream earlier, but dude, I got such a bad headache. It was terrible. It's good now, yeah, but that was very, very bad initially. Hi, just. When still Karok stream? Very good question. Hi, Toasty. Zabayon, hi, welcome gamer. Okay. Super duper good matchmaking, go. Let's see. Instant invasion, or we're gonna have to wait like 15 seconds. Apparently we're gonna have to wait 15 seconds or so. Activity is pretty good today. I'm at 125 and constant invasions. Well, I don't have to care about quote-unquote activity. And yeah, it's these settings that melee applied onto my save file only proves that activity in these games would be goated if not for terrible terrible settings set to matchmaking, yeah, by From Software. Hi, what's up, gamer? Oh. Aha. Okay. Okay. Well. Yo, Crimson. Gags is worse than sword dance? Why you think so? Wait for a second. But no, like, fuck no. So the difference between gags in invasions and swordlands is that swordlands require you to be for the longer period of time in the animation to actually deliver decent amount of damage. Why did you stop using your old drip? It's outdated. After the DLC, in fact, the drip was already outdated on patch 1.10. I was, when needed, I was using different armor pieces. I wasn't sticking to the same drip because, yeah, it's just outdated, straight up, yeah. Hey. What's up, gamer? Aha. GG, gamer. But yeah, overall Gags has better one-shot potential in invasions. Because on the Swordlands, you don't really can utilize the full power of setup like this. You could exchange the retaliatory crossed tree with eventually like a claw talisman, but it won't have the same amount of punch. Yeah. Meanwhile, running setup like this, crouch poke, and then possibly having the setup for the follow-up is going to eliminate literally everyone as long as they don't have above 1900 HP. If you are going to hit the counter damage with the retaliatory cross and the 200 sword talisman, you are going to obliterate any potential tryhard build. Look how quickly we invade, by the way. It's crazy that you are not invading as fast normally, only because of the way how From Software set up the matchmaking, or like the matchmaking items, how they work. Ah. How many players? 3 players in this world. Okay, we have to be careful. So, there is 3 players. Haha. Are you fucking serious? He's patrolling. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. We are out. Let me actually drink this. Dude, we have been in this world for literally just a moment. And the guys already got blue. This is fucking unbelievable. So we're actually going to yeet them out. We just need a moment. Okay. That one down. Well, and what is the rest? There is one, there is second. I had to early dodge it. Just in case, if their timing would be like a little bit different. Okay, that's Steph. Now you. Huh. Okay, he just surrendered. The moment all his friends died, he decided to just quit the fight. He became the pacifist. Such a commendable approach to the video game. Just efficient. This way, he never actually beats you, and you will never know how stronger. Ah, I see. That's what it is. I would have just kept running for my life. I mean, that's a strategy. Shamshil carry? My bad. Let me actually swap it off. What type of weapon I supposed to play with? Fuck, I supposed to have a short sword here? For shit and giggles. Short sword is so fun to play with. Barefist only. Can we pretend that I am barefist right now? Why the fuck you do that? It's so little damage with barefist in this game, by the way. That's pretty insane. Like, you do around 10 damage, maybe even less with barefist. 10 damage to like bosses, to players. Vast majority of damage is being negated by natural defenses. Do you have to jailbreak the PS5 to change the settings? No. You don't. Whoa. 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 Is he like alone? Oh, he jumped over. Wow. In Dark Souls 3 you could at least parry bare-handed, here you cannot do anything. That sounds true, you have kick. And it's super useful. It just parry is more useful, yeah? But yeah, unequipping your weapon for that surprise kick can actually win you invasion, totally. That was someone's grandma trying Elden Ring for the first time. Well, bad red man strikes yet again, ruining someone's gaming experience. Buy games cheap on Instant Gaming. Thank you, Nightbot, for posting this precious link. As you all know that this channel is sponsored by Instant Gaming. Click the link on the chat, the one sent by Nightbot, in order to, honestly, just give me some money throughout your purchases. Did you watch Dune 3 teaser trailer? I kind of watched. I didn't read the books, but I watched Dune 1 and 2. Probably supposed to watch third, I guess. Would make sense. Do you have a code on Instant Gaming? So they are not doing codes for for the content creators. Instead, you got that link that is, you know, under every single video of mine. It's in the description of this live stream and so on and so forth. If you are going to click that link and then you are going to purchase the game, then it's going to be noted as purchase affiliated with me. So yeah, there is no codes, but yeah, you can basically support me. I'm going to have, like, I think 3% out of the purchase that you did. What if I want to purchase the game when you are off stream? You can just go to any of my videos. Like, I mean, ever since I am promoting Instant Gaming. And in every single description, you are going to have the link. Hey! What's up, gamer? Where are you rolling? Where are you rolling? Please stop rolling. Okay, it's gonna be one of these invasions, I can already tell. One Burger King fan, another Burger King fan. Bro is fucking slinging rocks at me on top of everything. That's crazy. Let me actually do this. Is that VHS clean rod? Is that... Are you fucking serious? What the fuck, dude? Okay, well, that is going to be one of the fights of all time, that's for sure. God fucking damn it. How do I... Where do I go? Like, this location seems completely dead when it comes to outplay potential. Like, what am I supposed to do? Where can I go? What can I do? Fucking rock slings, dude? I mean... What is this direction? I see some mobs. So maybe it would be a good idea to go there. But yeah, holy shit, dude. This location fucking sucks. Give me this. Of course. Rocksling. Oh, we got a friend. That's cool. Okay, that's over. Okay, one guy down. Just gonna refill real quick. And yeah, let's finish other as well. That's nice. We got help after all. Actually, a decent mob to rule them all. It's lovely that the gamers ran away the very moment when one of them died. I mean, So... Okay, you cannot go from this way. What the fuck? Huh. Well, the plan was good, but oh, we got a friend now. Oh, huh. I think I might actually just leave everything to this boy on. So, what is going on, host? Uh-huh. Aha. Stomp to GG. Like, bros went into the dead end on their own accord. Very nice of them, not gonna lie. That was fucking seamless muscle memory. I tried to use a linchpin. Dude, how much I wished that this Spike Casty still had the tier 2 hit stun on the R2. Would be so good. Well. Or regular caestus even. I think that would be a You know what, Angon? I would be totally down to have even less AR than this. We are already on relatively low AR, yeah? Regular Casty, I mean Spike Casty has 436 AR. Regular Casty has about the same amount. And I would be absolutely down to have even less AR. So regular Casty would hit for basically nothing. Totally fine with that. But give the fucking tier 2 hit stun on the R2s. It would be amazing. Although, like, it would be the weapon, even though would have even less, if the weapon would have less damage, it still probably would be top tier. Like, this R2 is actually, this R2 is still shining nowadays because of how fast it is. It's still, there are like matchups when it's actually worth it, mostly against hyper armors. Papillons! Whoa. That's that roll. Unfortunate. Is it good against hyper armor since when? Yeah, it is decent because never trust the host. Yeah. Got the lesson of my life. But yeah, so it is good because it is 11 frame startup. So when you're engaging into them, into R2, you're actually gain priority. You hit them before the hyper armor frames on the setup. You cannot do that with the Starfist. When you actually engage with Starfist into R2, this is 15 frame startup, which basically is too slow. You dare run R2 on Starfist? And what? And you fucking miss? Like, running R2 is not good by no means. It can be used as a mix-up, but overall it's not good. It's not great at all. Hey. Fisting. But yeah, people sleep on spiked Casty, I have feeling like. And I was sleeping on it too. But there are two people that actually proven to me that it is still fucking amazing. Despite the nerfs, just matchups dependent. And it's more of a dueling weapon than Invader's weapon now. But yeah, it's still very, very good. And people that actually made it so, it's like one of them is green, auto green. actually shown me that it is actually very good in the matchup against lands, because I rather invade with two-handed straight sword than casty. Why? Short sword would be good in invasions, because it actually gives you the possibility to blender, or not even blender, Jesus, possibility to the word, I forgot the word, to vortex people to death. Oh, runs 2 against the gamer. What do I play with? Yes, I guess. Nobles R2? How fast is Nobles R2? When two-handed. What do you think is the best offhand weapon other than hand axe? Hand axe pretty much just fucking bodies everything. It's almost no point to use anything else. You could argue that off dagger is fine, but there is not much choices. There is no many choices, so yeah. I'm sure this dude wanted to clip for TikTok. You ruined it. I am terribly sorry. Next time I'm just gonna walk into his uber good stance. That's Offrak? Ah, very good point. Offrak Shasa is insanely good. Yeah, like Offrak Shasa, yeah. That's true. On the you have to be on dexterity build, but Offrak Shasa is very decent. It's probably like top tier dexterity setups. Chimken buff or grab for duels? For duels, buff for the defenses, so crab. Off club is a bit worse than off axe, but decent too. Isn't like 15 frame startup? It's very reactable, no? It doesn't have hyper armor too. Okay. Gache's goat. So like Handax over 133 points on the first hit. It is exactly 150, and 67.5 on the follow-up. I have checked it recently. What's your PSN? Steelovsky. It's looking like Steelovsky, but instead of L, you have I, because some bitches actually took it. Can I survive this fall? Yes. Oh. What the fuck, I just jumped into the window. I think I have heard someone jumping down on that platform I was above on. Ah. Well, anyway. Professional accidental unequip, GG. Caestus R2 is just aura farming. It's generally good in some matchups, yeah. Oh. Hi. Burger King enjoyer. Aha. Whee! Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't know I'm playing against the goat. Whoop. I missed. Oh. Whee! It's like main gauche R2, but way shorter. Oh, Omega, I actually fucking disagree with you so fucking much. And it's been proven, yeah, in particular matchups. With main gauche, you basically have only R2 realistically when you're playing it two-handed, yeah. But you can just run R1 into someone into the R2, and you are keeping the prio against hyper armor matchups because you hit them before they enter the hyper armor frames. So yeah, it has its niche uses, yeah. Because yeah, in the matchups when Starfist R2 is like hitting too late, in the meaning that it's 15 frame startup is just too much, it's too long, yeah. The running R1 is really good. It is good, but it's not going to stun. This is going to stun. So you cannot set up that R2, yeah? I would say when you're playing with dagger R2s like Misericord and so on, you are mostly relying on oh. Okay. Okay, max level gamer. I would say that in such case, you're just relying on playing annoying mosquito, yeah? You outspace R2, outspace R2. You're playing a little bit differently with casting. It's more of a tool that generally allows you to aggress and keep the prio. If they roll you running R1 instead of trying to attack, you can react roll catcher to. Really? Is that long enough? Like, I need to finally try it. Holy shit, this console is goated. You're right, Omega. My god. Oh, I need to try the main gauche or whatever it's called. Like, not sure, guys. So, like, Omega told me something super interesting. The main gauche, or however it's this fucking dagger is called, it has moveset like Misericord, yeah? But it is actually, it has bigger hitbox. Why the fuck is... What the fuck was going on with this guy? (130 ms latency, main gauche can R2R1 into the roll against TS. Like this? It says setup, it shouldn't be latency reliant if you're going to stun. No rest for the wicked is getting PvP, I know. Do you think DPS modded players can play with non-mod users? Question to Claymore, in my opinion, yes. Because normally you would desync if you would just set up like the camera and that's it. But Claymore did some magic in order to make it work with other players in the multiplayer sessions. Bear in mind though, the no rest for the wicked duels, it's something that you can set with your friends and that's it, in your own realm. Hi. Fuck you. Oh. Okay. So, that's what we are gonna be dealing with, apparently. That's going to be a TS gaming moment, apparently, because, well, I don't really see other way to play it around. Oh, I am so sure this guy didn't mean to backstab here. This guy is lagging. What? What happened? Okay, this guy is lagging 100%. There is no shot that he is not. I'm just gonna kill the host. Such a fucking morons, holy shit. I was about to just not kill the host and kill everyone in this world, but now fuck it. Yo, Artorius. Alright. Gamer seems to be at the very beginning of the castle. Oh shit. Games camped. What? What the hell? You actually have such a fast cancel? Out of the running R1? Like, that was running R1, isn't it? That's pretty insane, not gonna lie. Okay. Well, now fucking play around that, I guess. Dry bank, smart. Oh, I completely didn't see that attack coming. Dude, what the fuck is going on? I'm trying to outspace this hammer and just fucking failing over and over. That's so funny. Like, I am so not used to the range of it. I'm just falling for it every single time. Okay. I guess I'm gonna change this. Although not sure if that wouldn't be much better. He just turned on the oh my god, this is so ass. I think I'm just gonna crouch poke this guy. Dude, what the fuck? I literally just cannot space. Oh, this is so shit. Okay, fucking Christ. I think I gotta have to start using different I think I'm gonna have to start using different freaking HTS here. Like this Quillines just doesn't do fucking damage, dude. It's so annoying. The running fucking R2 didn't kill him? How much damage was that? Let's see. 229 damage. Did he... Why so little? There is no shot, dude. He didn't have the blue tier stone, isn't it? Would EP be better for strength build? EP or Stitcher, barely any difference on the running R1. R2, that is. Isn't he overleveled? You still have the same defenses pretty much. It shouldn't matter, yeah? Yeah, I have a feeling that Quillin, despite like... Oh. Can you stop doing this? I guess the answer is no. Let me just go here. Pop the ass gambit. Okay. Okay, I have to move out. The guy thrown random R1 earlier and managed to hit me, by the way. This is... This is something cool. Can someone tell me how the fuck it even goes through? Like, how the fuck does it make sense? So the hitbox of this bullshit goes on the ground. I guess like because... Well, it's a video game after all. I guess they are sticking to the ground. Like instead of logically, yeah, like the dragon breath's supposed to go here into the air, but... I guess the reasoning why I got hit here is just very video gamey. What's the timing for roll catching? I can never seem to roll catch, to catch someone if they are panicking. Well, if if someone is panic rolling, you're supposed to quite easily roll catch them. If you cannot do that, it might be due to the latency. If you are playing against people that have too high of the latency to you, the iframes gonna start overlapping. But ultimately, you're supposed to aim for the moment where the bug is already on the ground, yeah? That's like essentially like the moment when there is no more iframes. Lol. Burger King enthusiast, come here, fucking bitch. Okay. Do you play on PS4 version? Yes. I can't roll catch after 3k hours. Same. It's a feeling hard to describe. It's not a feeling, actually. Like, there is genuine, let's call it quote-unquote math. So, you have to time your attack. Yeah, let's say Shamshir. Shamshir's startup is 14 frames, yeah? Same goes for for TS. Let's actually equip TS. Let's equip stock, the respectable TS, and let's see how roll catching gonna go. But essentially the point is your entire animation of the roll is 19 or 20 frames, I think, or 21, something like that. And what you are aiming for is 33% of the total animation, like the end of 30 of the total the end of the total animation, the last 33% of the total animation, means that holy shit. What's up? I didn't even know, like, it's leading all the way up here. We good? Okay, let's go to the another guy. Okay, so let's talk about the roll catch yet again. Outside of invasion. Hi, Vale. So, entire animation of your roll is something like 1921 frames total. 13 initial frames of your roll are iframed. The rest is not. So you are aiming at the last remaining 33% of the roll animation in order to actually hit during these frames, and that is essentially a roll catch, yeah? If you have a weapon that has 14 frame startup, if you are, well, in the perfect conditions, if you are going to react at the very first frame when, well, you cannot do that, but yeah, like, it's theoretical, yeah? If you are going to theoretically react at the very moment someone does the roll, then you are going to roll catch, because thrusting sword hits at the frame 14, whereas there is 13 iframes in the roll, yeah? And that's what's going to lead to the roll catch. Now, the hit has to be confirmed on both screens, in the meaning that on both clients. The hit must be confirmed on the client of the attacker and defender, person that receives damage. So, because of that, the way how it works is latency takes the part, because you are going to have a desync. For an example here, You're supposed to witness a roll catch here. Here the follow-up was a roll catch for one, yeah? Like, the first attack supposed to roll catch, but because the latency was too high between us, it wasn't a roll catch. Like, on his screen, he was already in his another roll. Here's a roll catch, because yeah, he started rolling. Aha. This guy is Chase the Bro Offspring. What the fuck is this? Yeah, he started rolling, he got ultimately roll catched, yeah? Or roll caught. Well, that's not gonna be the easiest thing to do over here, yeah? There are funny ways how you can actually roll catch someone. For one, if your latency is high enough with Shamshir. By the way, it literally doesn't work on very low lat. If your latency is high enough with Shamshir, you can just roll catch someone with the follow-up by just smashing R1. Oh. Just gonna have to go this way, because yeah, this is just too scary. Oh. That was a jump cut for one. But yeah. What against double roll? Rot. Rot and praying. A good prayer is even stronger than Rot. Playing against high latency is fucking miserable. You're always supposed to just... It's a patient battle. Whoever is more patient wins on the high latency. Because it is literally... The higher latency, the more impossible it is to actually aggress opponent. So the higher latency you have against your opponent, the more you're supposed to play death. Higher latency makes a skill gap decrease. Yeah, that's... Higher latency makes skill gap decrease and knowledge gap increase, I would say. I think it's basically more of a knowledge of the setup and how interaction works. Like plays a higher, like more of a part into everything that goes into the matchup on the high lat than on the low lat. On the low lat, you can just outskill your opponent. On the high lat, you have to out-knowledge them. Hi. What the Oh. I didn't even initially realize it was the funny triple one. Lol. This guy has a bleed gags, by the way. So yeah, we are dealing here with most likely an over level. Looking at the bleed application and the damage itself, it's very likely, yeah? You have different weapons that are actually insanely good. for roll catching, but it's very hard to set up the roll catch with them. So for one, right now we are all gonna be using gags right now, and that's pretty funny because look, I just need to set it up though. Well, okay, never mind. We are playing against absolute champions. I am not gonna be able to show anything because they are too fucking good. Are they good enough to jump on the pedestal though? That's my main question. Probably not. They are not even trying. Roll catch? Like, here you go, yeah? That's gags overall, yeah? Like, it's crouch poke. It's a type of tool that allows you to set up another crouch attack pretty well. So, on example here, yeah? I outspace him, I go in, because of the hit stun, he's just getting roll cut over and over, yeah? Just because I can set up another roll catch. It's just mostly a matter, yeah, of knowing your animations, knowing what's the startup of your weapon in comparison to the stun that your opponent just received, and then just setting up your attack with your timings accordingly in order so another attack is gonna land when your opponent is in the roll animation but doesn't have iframes anymore. Why don't you stream on Telegram? I never even use that. I don't. The only thing I know about Telegram, it's some sort of the chat, isn't it? I'm not even sure if I'm right about that. Fucking Moonveil Gaming, dude. This is the goated. Ja pierdolę, dude. Like, Moonveil actually won. This is fucking ridiculous. Okay, let me actually do the running attacks, I guess. Roll catch. Roll catch. Roll catch. Roll catch. Yeah, TS overall, when someone is panicking, there is probably no better tool for roll catching than TS. It's insanely powerful. It's a fast attack, very straightforward. Oh, okay, that's surprising, not gonna lie. And roll catch. Oh, not a roll catch. So that wasn't a roll catch because he dodged to the side, actually. Okay, and that wasn't a roll catch because of the latency between us. Normally it would be a roll catch. Here you go. Okay, GG. Omega in chat says that thrusting attacks roll catch better than slash attacks. This is true, but we're supposed to explain why, because it is actually very interesting. You see, if you are going to take Shamshir for one, and thrusting sword, what's the difference between this attack if this startup is 14 frames and this one when this startup is also 14 frames? On top of that, this attack lasts 3 frames. This attack lasts 2 frames. So why this is superior and easier to roll catch with than this? And that's pretty interesting, but let me actually show you. I see gamer in the chat saying lingering hitbox, but no, this is opposed. It actually doesn't have lingering hitbox. Or differently, Shamshir has better lingering hitbox than Clean Rod or any other thrusting sword. But check this out, yeah. What the fuck is this? I actually typed in heavy thrust. Okay. Oh. Fuck, I forget this shit is bugged. Never mind. Right. Well, this argument is out of the window. So let me actually show so yeah, in case of thrusting swords, I guess they are fucking busted because they have like super long active frames. It's one of the case. So let's compare it to something else. The slash have 4 active frames? Now it has 3. But yeah, I guess it's going to be better to show it differently. Let me actually get onto regular game. Maybe better multiplayer. Oh. And let me turn on some mods, so I will have easier way demonstrating. Oh shit, I disconnected controller. Now I have a small cable management problem. Okay, let me put it. Are wave dash setups good for roll catching? Yes. Okay, let me actually turn on cheat engine real quick, because we need debug menu. I need to display hitboxes. Hitboxes on, yes. Alright, so check this out. Okay, so let's start with Shamshir, yeah? The attack just started. I'm gonna move out camera a little bit, and now we are going frame by frame. Actually, it's not exactly frame by frame, though, but you're gonna get the general idea. Shamshir still doesn't have active hitbox. Only now it activates. And as you can see, when you are attacking without manipulating your camera angle, you are not even going to attack your opponent on the very first frame. You see, like it is high. You can like aim downwards in order to actually speed up this animation and technically hit at the frame 14, but you are not going to do it realistically. Instead, this is the very moment when you are technically going to... I think this is still within the first frame, but you got the point, yeah? If you would imagine yourself, your opponent rolling away out of you, your hitbox is still not going to reach them. Only another one will, and then the last hitbox is also not really going to hit the target that is rolling away, but it doesn't really matter. Point being is, in comparison, when we are going to take thrusting sword, yeah? Okay. So, the very first frame, yeah? The very first attack frame already has active hitbox. If aimed downwards, this shit is already going to roll catch. Under frame, roll catch, under frame, roll catch, under frame, roll catch. Every single active frame of this attack is going to roll catch. I also initially thought, yeah, that thrusting swords have actually 2 attack frames. Actually, I apparently forgot they are so busted, they have 4. I thought like 2 because... So yeah, I initially thought... I initially also thought that thrusting swords only have 2 attack frames, but they have 4. So yeah, thrusting swords, I forgot how busted they are. Like in comparison, let me actually see. The crouch attack of the colossal swords have freaking only 2 frames. And also look yet again. This is the capsule of the this is the capsule of the clean rod. It's massive. Yeah. And now let's compare it to gags. Look at that. You noticed how less girthy it is? Like the capsule of the clean rod is not longer, but way more girthy than gags. By a lot. And that's the reason, a main reason in fact, why clean rod or any other TS cannot really be strafed. Because of this fucking monster-like size of the capsule. It's ridiculous. Show the main gauche size? Right. Actually, I'm gonna show it out for your screenshots, Omega, okay? Because I'm not gonna be picking up things from the... from the game when I have your screenshots that are displaying things very well. But yeah. Look at that. Look at this. What you are witnessing here is overlapped hitbox of the Misericord and main gauche, or however it's called. Like these daggers that they have basically the same movesets. And main gauche is much bigger, dude. Which is also another thing about hitboxes. They are not of the same size, and the bigger the hitbox is, the better the weapon usually is overall. What the fuck? Okay. Now we're good. Keyboard disconnected. That's my controller, by the way, just under different setting. So yeah, a lot of things goes into the correct roll catching and a lot of meta game knowledge. Meta in the real meaning of this word, not like in game, video gamey meaning, but literally the meta of the game needs to be well understood in order to be proficient at roll catching, because not everything that you see in game just, well, makes exact sense from the actual game working perspective. In the meaning, the visuals might be quite detached from actual way how the game works. For one, hitbox of this, the freaking S-stock, is much smaller than hitbox of this, the fucking clean rod, despite clean rod being visually way shorter, yeah? I actually have a video on this topic. So yeah, roll catching is quite interesting, but also quite confusing art overall. They confused hitboxes of clean rod and S-stock. I think so too, but at the same time, Maso from chat says that it might be not the case, because we have examples of different weapons in Elden Ring being mixed up in the same way like clean rod and S-stock. In the meaning that they are visually bigger but have smaller capsules and vice versa. Apparently longsword and one of other straight swords. I don't exactly remember how the other straight sword is called. The fucking Lorn sword or whatever. Like, goes by the same scheme, in the meaning that longsword is visually... Oh, Lordsworn, yeah. Lordsworn is visually shorter, but it's actually longer, capsule-wise. Hey. Catch. Like, some R1s are just very bad at roll catching, mostly on weapons of the, well, hyper armor type, let's call it that way, and one of them is for 1 KGS. With KGS, it's very hard to set up a roll catch unless it is out of hit stun. Just like, by clicking R1, you're usually not gonna roll catch shit. Opinion on Duskbloods. So, you know what? There is... I have no opinion on Duskbloods because we barely know anything about the game. What I have opinion on is, in my opinion, is the fact that a lot of people think that, from the hardcore tryhard community, says that it's probably gonna be a flop, since it is multiplayer game on the platform that Souls games are barely known on, and yada yada yada. And I recently play a lot of Breath of the Wild on Switch too, and because of that I also consume online content. And dude, we are living in the fucking bubble. You have no idea how absurdly popular freaking Nintendo games, or even not first party Nintendo games, but overall games on Switch are. Like, check this out. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild speedrun. Fucking, dude, random ass animation 6 years ago about speedrunning a niche topic. 64 million views. There are some dude over here 2 years ago, 10 million views. On the game that has been released 10 years ago. 6.8 million views. Those are speedrunners, by the way. Like, Breath of the Wild has active community of people that play this game for the living, and that's not even a multiplayer title. Fucking dude, Nintendo gamers, it's such a niche. You have this, you have Lil Simsy. That's a Sims 4 streamer, used to be, at least. And she is like she used to be Sims 4 streamer, but recently she started like doing other stuff too, getting away from Sims, and she's doing Animal Crossing. She's doing fucking mad numbers on Animal Crossing. It's ridiculous. At some point, the Sims 4 content of her, like, you know, she's huge, yeah? So, like, every single video of hers was doing quite decent views, but once she transitioned to other content, including Animal Crossing, her numbers went even fucking up. Like, the regular videos, regular slop of her is doing even better numbers. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. This community, like community of Nintendo consoles, is fucking huge. And right now, what I expect from Duskblood's release is we are probably going to end up with Duskbloods having its own community, kind of detached from Elden Ring, kind of detached from Night Rain. Similarly, like Night Rain has its own community to the regular Elden Ring game, and that community has a potential to be absolutely fucking massive. It's just that since we are living in the fucking bubble, I read waifu's fucking chat message. I mix things up. Yo, waifu, sure. I'm gonna send you stuff later. Since we are living in the bubble of the Souls gamers, we basically have our biases that are, they do not matter in the grand scheme of things. A lot of people were like saying Night Rain is actually dog shit because it is literally just a fucking glorified mod, and Night Rain is doing amazingly well. It has its own community, people continuously playing it. The fact that quote-unquote core members of the Elden Ring community or Souls Games community don't like Night Rain doesn't mean fucking shit. And the same thing is going to happen with Duskbloods most likely, and it's going to have completely detached its own audience. Assuming that the game is not gonna be terrible, because of course if the game is awful, then well, it's probably going to somewhat flop, but I highly doubt that From Software is going to flop Duskbloods. I doubt it. Yes, mirror on Zelda 27. Let's go. Come on, gamer. Fight. Yay! Okay, come on. Ah. GG.
You're beautiful.
But yeah, you know, it's the same like for one. I'm going to say it like that. That's Blood's playing Night Train. Jesus, Nintendo exclusive is. It's just they are detaching from their own community. I would say they don't really have a prospering community on Nintendo consoles. They have like one game that is currently on Switch. It's being Dark Souls Remastered, and Dark Souls Remastered wasn't even made by From Software. It wasn't ported by From Software. So, From Software never actually did anything related to Switch on their own. And I think they are still going to be fine, considering how massive Nintendo community actually is. Like, Nintendo is its own ecosystem, so incredibly powerful that people very often just underestimate it, being like, oh, Nintendo is a fucking console for kids, yada yada yada, who is going to play stuff like Bloodborne. Doesn't matter. Like, even if Bloods is going to be mostly played by younger audience, which, by the way, is not exactly true, Nintendo isn't just like, you know, it's not a console where children. I would say it's more of a console that has community more focused on the cozy games, but yeah, it doesn't matter at all. It's such a massive community. It's such a massive pool of players that I'm pretty sure Bloods is going to be fine. It's gonna find its own audience. Nintendo has dedicated audience that will buy every game that is released. I mean, Nintendo has dedicated audience that buys multiple consoles to have more save slots. Like, these people are fucking sick in the head. But, well, that's what they do. It's... They are just in Nintendo ecosystem. And, yeah. And they are staying there for quite some time. They are not going anywhere, but that also means it's worth to engage in that ecosystem as a developer, I would say. Whoa. Whoa. Actually, kind of fucked up by rolling early here. Okay. Oh. He has 2 sticking points now. I got actually scared. What the fuck? Something is blending here. And I cannot really fucking tell. What the fuck is going on with this animation? Like, I couldn't, like, tell when the attack was coming out. Jesus fucking Christ. I wonder if that's just the fact that on console you have permanent motion blur. And, yeah, the model was kind of just looking fuzzy. What's in your flask? Crimson, bubble tea, and opaline. Nintendo has a Smash Bros, which is quite technical. I bet Smash crowd will be excited to try Duskbloods. They have also insanely popular competitive game that is about splashing fucking map with a paint. Like, it's called Splatoon. It's insanely popular, and that's like Nintendo exclusive, dude. I think people fucking love that shit, and this is highly competitive, even though it has kinda childish vibe to some extent, but it's highly competitive game, unironically. So yeah, Splatoon is something, that's for sure. Oh. Okay. These shitters again. Alright, I see it like that. Unless I'm gonna see another red, I'm not engaging with them. Because there is no point. I rather actually not spend another 30 minutes just hitting my head against the wall. If there is gonna be a teammate, I just want to see if these guys actually can do something when there is another red in the world, or they are going to just crumble like little bitches. I'm actually very curious. Thankfully, you can just see who you invade, you're gonna quit the world, and you're good. They serve their purpose as the content? Pretty much. Now, like, another part of serving as a content would be to actually show if you are something else than just a terrible player that tries to quote-unquote rage bait. With abusing a game, being dog shit. You good? Why are you giving up like this? Okay. But yeah, Splatoon. It's overall environment of Nintendo games is just something else, dude. It just feels so different. Even if you are just scrolling through the shop, through the online Nintendo shop, the way how they present games, the way how the promotional materials are created, you just can't tell. It's completely different audience. This guy is really aura farming, don't he? Yo, wake up. Maybe he's AFK. I'm gonna wonder what the fuck happened. Alright. How do I actually get to them? What is this location even? Aha, so they're on the very top. God fucking damn it. Pata is second best in duels? What does that mean? You're saying like fist weapons? Or you mean overall? Because if overall, then you're very wrong. Starfist is also... It's strong in duels, but... Also, speaking of fist weapons, I wished Veteran's Prosthetis was more viable. It was! Fist weapons, I see. Well, I wouldn't say that Pata is actually worse than Starfist in duels. Starfist might be insane in duels or bad in duels, depending on the matchup and depending on latency and spacing of another player. Pata is to some extent, Starfist is to some extent a knowledge check too. You're incapable of playing Starfist? Why? It's not very complicated. Oh, look at that, the gamer stabbing himself, that's insane, IG. Let me actually do this. Thank you, what the fuck, Bonk? Thank you a lot for 10 gifted, dude. I really appreciate that, but please consider your finances, because recently you literally sent me, how much? 125 subs, which equals to 715 euro. And yet again, I cannot even, like, just in case if you would need it, I cannot even refund it. So yeah, much love to you, gamer, and thank you a lot. It helps a lot, but at the same time, please consider your finances. It's 25 gifted, not 10. What the fuck? Okay, even more so, dude. Much love to you, thank you. The R2 is just slightly different from the caestus. And it's just enough that my brain can't adjust. It's not slightly, it's difference of 4 frames, Vale. So yeah, that's completely understandable. It just, you have different use case of this, yeah? This is a trading machine. You do nearly twice the amount of damage, like with the Estus. Estus, Jesus Christ. What time it is? I have to check time because I promised Claw I'm not gonna be streaming much more than 2 hours, like 2 hours 30 minutes at best. When does Starfist Hyper Armor start? It doesn't, there is no Hyper Armor on Starfist. Yeah, Fuji. Later, Tunnel Snake. Good night, gamer. Yeah, I guess what people underutilize when they are using Starfist, and Akesti as well, is the priority out of R1 spam. Like, after running R1, in case of Spike Casti, you normally can click R2, usually, but it's not even worth it, vast majority of the time. What you can do is just spam R1. R1 into R1 into R1. You're keeping the prio. What do you feel about the Bastard Sword? I know Claymore would be better, but I have been invading with Bastard just for the drip, and I like it more than Claymore. It's my baby. Does it even have the same moveset? I thought Claymore has different R2. I thought it has this R2, but I think I never used Bastard Sword, honestly. PvP in Wicked comes out tomorrow, yes. But yeah, what I think about Bastard Sword, I think it is one of these weapons that were put into Elden Ring to be bad in early game and have an upgrade in form of I don't remember the other great sword that is in Limgrave. But yeah, I don't like this type of weapons. It feels always bad to use them. What's up, gamer? Oh. Oh. Well. Hello. What's up, my goats? Whoop. These fucking misses, dude. And try to use this weapon without freaking a Storm Stomp. Impossible. Aha. Whoa. Ah, I wanted to frame, but I failed. Lol. Lol. Whoop. Yo, Melly. Straight sword, so much fun, but just meat. There is so many weapons that are fun, but meat and not viable. Actually, straight sword can be absolute roll catch machine, and I'm gonna show you why. If you don't know, I am absolute salesman of the short sword, and I have a good reason for that. Oh shit. Uh-oh. How much more I have to remove? 6. Okay. So, Shortsword R2 is absolute king of roll catches, and if this weapon had better hitbox or like was overall longer, it would be generally one of very solid weapons. And now it is unfortunately only a funny off meta, but yeah, it's very fun to use. If it was bigger, it wouldn't be called Shortsword. Touche. Bonk. That's a gamer. Oh. Wow. Well, still one invasion though. Shortsword is that powerful that you kill enemies without actually hitting them. I got like double tick. Is that just gauche R2? No, it's slower. You see? And the dagger version of this move has tier 1 hit stun, this has tier 2. So you can block cancel and yeah, and wait for the another like move to just roll catch. It's spinning slash also, yeah. If you angle to the right, you have a combo with the R2. Task failed successfully? Hell yeah. They may be on the top, methinks. It seems like they are on top. Hi. Hello, 3 gamers. Uh-huh. Well, let's move on, I guess. This might be not the easiest invasion to win with the Shortsword, but we're gonna give it a try. Actually, no, wait. Okay, let's set it like that, because they are gonna be bleeding me out for sure. Ah. We cannot go down because we would be, well, in the closed room. Let me just send down the wave of darkness. Yeah, we just cannot go down because we would be in closed off room. Okay. Hey, here you go. One hit. Seems like they have opened the passage. We're gonna utilize it to our advantage. Hey. Okay. We have to jump off. Unfortunate way to play against these fucking shit players, dude. Such a fucking annoying circumstances. Like, one of them could stun me from far away because of the amazing design of the Cloth of Night. Another guy with the hyper armor, and yet another one with another hyper armor and bleed on the weapon. Of course, every single of them single-handedly would crumble immediately, but as long as they are playing together, well, apes together strong. As simple as that. What do you think of FK farmers when they just use cheat engine? In vast majority of cases, AFK farming is just a way to grief people. They are not doing it for runes, they are doing it to be malicious. Is the broadsword still viable in PvP or anything? In power stance, you have a build with the cold infusion that is actually good. But that's about it. And it is good, by no means great. Are PCs still viable in general for PP, or have they fallen off in comparison to other setups? So, You got the Sword of Light, and Sword of Light is fucking broken. No way to... It's insanely good. It's just statistically, it's such a powerhouse. Everything else is kind of bad in comparison, but still somewhat viable. It just doesn't do much damage, but... Well, it still keeps prio on the L1 into L1, which is a huge thing. It's just that you cannot really aggress anymore. Hi. What's up, my dude? Okay, my goat. Oh. That's so funny. Okay. Have a good one, gamers. I am not staying there. This is quite a laggard. Gonna show you funny. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Lucky. Holy shit. Bonk, thank you a lot, gamer. Okay, how do you unlock this seal though? Can you just somehow climb up from here? This way I see. Barely see anything. But holy shit, I see Bonk, you are literally, like, at this point, I don't know how much it was. I think it's like 190 or 200 gifted within, well, this week only. My dude, you are really paying my bills right now, so I thank you a lot. Also, you make me pay more taxes, but I guess I will take it. Yeah, Shortsword is pretty bad weapon for the circumstance, let's go that way. Oh, they went for the boss. Shortsword needs noble assist length to be a good weapon. Dude, I would be using it all the fucking time. Like, you kind of setting up the roll catch, yeah? With the crouch R1 into the R2. Oh, Hallux. Let's go. What is that? Is that... Oh, Broski is running longsword. Hey. But R2 is also decent. Let him actually buff. Yeah, like if the weapon would be a little bit longer, that would be genuinely viable. Well strafed, actually. Oh. I guess recovery could be a little bit better too. Okay. Oh. Hey. I skipped. I skipped his fucking physics, dude. He should have equipped the HP talisman. Let's gank. You want to gank in Seamless? In Seamless I could actually go for it. Not today though. In Vanilla it's boring. Okay. We are witnessing goats over there. What? Oh. Rolling. Oh. I go this way now, I guess. Profile. Okay, good. Oh. Unfortunately, we are dealing here with quite laggers, which means that Shortsword is much less effective because you kind of have to set up the roll catch way ahead to make it work. The last invasions that we have are truly one of all time, not gonna lie. We're saying PSN Seamless is bugged right now. Well, let's wait for the fix, I guess. Is Elden Ring Gankers situation still crazy? Yeah. You're downgrading back to Windows 10, the goat. Brad, why just invade G? That's not G. That's some fucking... That's this funny fucking gang, dude. Same location? Same location. Okay, bye. Dude, and they are summoning. I think I remember the name of the other guy. Apparently they were in the squad because this is the same gamer. Dude, they are actually fucking ridiculous. Such pussies. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure someone is just going to break their save file. Yeah, those are the guys from the video. If they are going to have a red in their world, I'm just gonna kill them, no problem. Otherwise, there is no point. Hi. Alright. Aha. And whoop. Ah. Such a miss. Okay, here we go. What else we could play with? Wolf shield with grease, Lamao. Any fate that Tarnish Edition will fix multiplayer problems? Don't think so, but there is also a chance that Tarnish Edition gonna be somewhat of equivalent of the Game of the Year edition. In such case, yeah, there is a shot for it to be something more than it looks like. What's the latency? Alright. Not sure what tally I should use here actually. That was smart. I give you that. Not engaging, are we? I don't know why I didn't dodge this jump R2. I think I had a brain fart over there. Yeah, I mean, now we had a freaking pivot moment, unfortunately. Buy games cheap! Hell yeah! Hell yeah, that's very true, my dude. You can buy the games cheap on Instant Gaming. Big recommendation to use my link that is currently displayed on the chat. It is also in the description of every single newer video of mine. And yeah, you can get yourself video games for quite cheap indeed. And then I'm getting 3% of your purchase. Hey. Holy shit. I got so spooked. This guy tries to freaking like the Radanso apparently. I mean, commendable practice, but why against Lil Bros? Why you shitpotting Lil Bro? Come here. You are going to pay for this. Cannot believe you have done that. Jesus fuck. How fucking could you? Literally all my respect that I ever had to this individual went out of the window right now. We got example here of how fuck. Here we go. We got example here of unfortunate latency misjudgment on my side, and also on top of that, how R2 of Casti actually just allowed me to get the prio against Keys R2. Okay. Jump R1 on me. I'm gonna outspace it. And I'm gonna win. Lamau. Do it. Jump R1. Do it. Jump R1. Jump R1. Jump R1. Jump R1. Okay, fuck you. Okay. Never mind. I got heavily outplayed after all. How much HP left? 5 HP, dude. Waifu Association, that's interesting nickname we just invaded. Hi. What's up, gamer? This spinning slush, I kind of need to use different cards then, because if I'm gonna be using normal amount of poise, I'm fucked. Thank you a lot, video game, for dropping an input. Love it very much. GG. Godspeed. That's a choice, truly. It definitely is. Oh, bro just got yeeted. Or almost. Aha. Aha. Alright. What kind of players would make the fun fights? You mean the gamer in Liurnia? Yeah, overall playing against PvP ready people is usually much more fun. You can actually... You have way more mind games. Playing against... Well, organic gamers, let's call it that way, is always kind of... You can do way less. Even though... Playing against better players usually requires you to go for like more specific setups, yeah? But you can just do less mechanically, because playing against decent player means that the decent player gonna be playing by certain boundaries of actions that make sense, yeah? So there is more ways to play mind games, because you expect them to attempt to outplay you, and because of that you can outplay them. You cannot do it against casuals. What the fuck? Well, that's unfortunate. But yeah. pure fact that, you know, like, you expect that, let's say, your opponent is gonna try to neutral jump you. Because let's say in the current circumstance, neutral jump gonna make the most sense, yeah? So there is a high chance that opponent that actually knows what they are what they are doing, gonna attempt to go for the optimal play, which means that you can predict this play and pre-jump their jump and hit them off the air for one, yeah? Or you can like free aim flaming strike upwards, yeah? Let's assume that this is what you see me doing sometimes, yeah? Like when I am playing against duelists in the open world, I sometimes, for example, pre-aim flaming strike upwards because there's a chance that a competent player is gonna try to jump over my flaming strike. If I would do it normally, then, well, they are just going to jump over it and score the hit on me, but because I'm aiming it upwards, I am actually countering their jump. Something like that is going to be impossible to do pretty much without playing against someone that is decent, because quote-unquote casual player is going to have dog shit jumps, so even if they're gonna go for the jump, they are probably gonna miss, or like they are not gonna be accurate, and therefore flaming strike also gonna miss. Or there is also a chance that they are not gonna go for the jump at all, just because they are mashing the same move over and over. Like this guy just, you know, goes for this funny forward flip. I think tomorrow we're gonna play Night Rain on the mod. Okay guys, 2 hours and 30 minutes in. I promised Cloud that's gonna be top for today, so that's about it. We're gonna finish for now. Let's find someone to raid. Oh, Alluvial. My goated co-caster. Alright, gamers. I thank you a lot for watching. Much love to you all. It was pretty fun. And yeah, I will see you probably tomorrow. So yeah, have a good one. See you later. Say hello to Alluvial from me. Bye. And eat.